Nice to see you again. I hope you didn't get lost. Is there any news on the investigation?
I found another body. The deceased was a member of Henry's brigade. His name was Jacob.
It's looking less and less like an accident. Rats! What do you think about it?
I would like to know all the details about the case that happened 5 years ago. So far, this seems to be the only clue.
I wasn't working here then. As far as I know, there was a collapse, but the brigade managed to escape miraculously. Everyone except for one miner.
Was he the grandson of the engineer who met me?
Yes, he started working in the mines at the age of 18. He wanted to help his grandfather. The old engineer buried him right there, in the mines. I think that was the reason for the rumors about the ghost.
Is it possible to access that part of the mines?
Yes, I'll give you the key to the tunnel leading that way. That direction was blocked after the accident. You'll have to be careful there, you know.
Of course. I would also like to speak with your engineer again. Where can I find him?
I'll ask him to come to the workshop. Though, if you suspect him, I think you do so in vain.
What makes you say that?
He's not quite right, as you may have noticed. He can barely walk, and his vision is poor, not to mention the rest. It is unlikely he's capable of harming anyone.
Then it sounds like I can question him without worrying him. Thank you. I'll examine the grave. If it's a supernatural matter, there might be some clues there. There's a whole labyrinth here. I'll have to drive around before I find the grave. A tragic sight. Why is there a chest here? What's in it? An account of the deceased. He was hanging on a rope, and then the pile of rocks fell on him. Exactly what happened to the other miners. I think the remaining miners from his brigade are in danger. I need to talk to an engineer urgently.
It's you, Detective. You again, Detective. You were looking for me.
Yes, I understand this is a delicate topic, but I need to know. The note detailing your grandson's death, is that account true?
I believe it's true. He suffered before his death. Poor soul. Poor soul.
It seems to me there is a distinct possibility that his ghost is taking revenge on his former colleagues.
Do you want to tell me that nobody was guilty of his death? His death? And he is guilty of their deaths? He is guilty.
When he died, everyone said it was an accident. What makes it a murder all of a sudden? You're saying that the killer is a ghost.
It looks like it. This ghost tries to make his colleagues feel everything he experienced before he died in the cave.
That's nonsense. My brother was a kind and good person. He wouldn't take revenge on anyone.
Quiet, boy. Boy. The detective knows what he's doing. He knows.
I have reason to believe all living members of his brigade are in danger.
Robert's usually at the bar on the pier around this time.
I'll hurry there. I need to make sure that he's not in danger. What about Steve?
I'll find him. He was friends with my brother. We still communicate. We'll shelter him at our home.
Okay, I'll head straight from the pier to you. Where do you live?
Near the shore, not far from the foreman's house.
I need to find Robert in the bar on the pier urgently. He might be in danger. This should be the old man's house.
Did something happen? Can I help you?
Have you seen Robert, the miner?
He came in for a drink about 20 minutes ago. He seemed off to me, like he was nervous about something. He was looking out the window and then at the door and then out the window again.
Any idea what might have scared him?
I didn't see or hear anything. I considered it immodest to ask him. Then he jumped up and left without finishing his rum.
Thank you. I'll take a quick look around and then be on my way. Oh no, am I too late? I hope it's not a body, but there were lines in the notes of the deceased that he almost drowned. The club is covered in blood. They hit more than once. Robert, who was stunned by a blow to the head and thrown into the water. And this handprint again. I wasn't able to save Robert, but I could still save Steve. I need to get to the old man's house. He and his grandson were going to invite Steve there.